Universitas Serang Raya berdiri pada 2008 berdasarkan Surat Keputusan Menteri Pendidikan Nasional dengan nomor 262-D-0-2008. Universitas Serang Raya terus mengembangkan inovasi dan kreativitasnya berdasarkan visi, yaitu menjadi universitas yang kompetitif di tingkat global. Berperan serta dalam meningkatkan kesejahteraan masyarakat berlandaskan iman dan takwa. Saat ini telah berhasil memperoleh nilai akreditasi institusi peringkat B Saat ini, Unsera telah menjalin kerjasama dengan berbagai perguruan tinggi, baik dalam maupun luar negeri. Terdiri dari 17 program studi dan terbagi ke dalam 5 fakultas dan program vokasi Diploma 3. Seiring dengan perkembangan dan guna memenuhi kebutuhan masyarakat, Universitas Serang Raya pada 2017 kembali membuka prodi baru, yaitu Prodi Pendidikan Matematika dan Ilmu Hukum. Demikian pula dalam proses pembelajaran, telah menggunakan sistem online untuk semua proses akademik. Pengabdian dan penelitian, Unsera berada dalam peringkat madya dan peringkat klaster ketiga dari 5 klaster perguruan tinggi yang ada di Indonesia, atau peringkat 364 dari 3.244 perguruan tinggi yang ada di Indonesia. Universitas Serang Raya melakukan pembelajaran berdasarkan standar nasional mutu dan standar mutu. Misalnya, tenaga pendidik berkualifikasi pendidikan minimal magister dan doktoral. Universitas Serang Raya Berdiri pada 2008 berdasarkan Surat Keputusan Menteri Pendidikan Nasional dengan nomor 262 garis miring D garis miring 0 garis miring 2008. Universitas Serang Raya terus mengembangkan inovasi dan kreativitasnya berdasarkan visi, yaitu menjadi universitas yang kompetitif di tingkat global. Berperan serta dalam meningkatkan kesejahteraan masyarakat berlandaskan iman dan takwa. Saat ini telah berhasil memperoleh nilai akreditasi institusi peringkat B Saat ini, Unsera telah menjalin kerjasama dengan berbagai perguruan tinggi, baik dalam maupun luar negeri. Terdiri dari 17 program studi dan terbagi ke dalam 5 fakultas dan program vokasi Diploma 3. Seiring dengan perkembangan dan guna memenuhi kebutuhan masyarakat, Universitas Serang Raya pada 2017 kembali membuka prodi baru, yaitu Prodi Pendidikan Matematika dan Ilmu Hukum. Demikian pula dalam proses pembelajaran, telah menggunakan sistem online untuk semua proses akademik. Pengabdian dan penelitian, Unsera berada dalam peringkat madya dan peringkat klaster ketiga dari 5 klaster perguruan tinggi yang ada di Indonesia, atau peringkat 364 dari 3.244 perguruan tinggi yang ada di Indonesia. Universitas Serang Raya melakukan pembelajaran berdasarkan standar nasional mutu dan standar mutu. Misalnya, tenaga pendidik berkualifikasi pendidikan minimal magister dan doktoral.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the International Webinar of Engineering Faculty, Universitas Serang Raya. entitled Digital Transformation for Industry, Challenges and Opportunities. This is international webinar collaboration with Asia University Malaysia and Universitas Kuningan, Indonesia. The Honorable Rector of Universitas Serang Raya, Mr. Dr. Haji Abdul Malik, MSc. The Honorable Dean of Engineering Faculty, Universitas Serang Raya, Mr. Wahyu Oktri Widiarto, STMT, and the Honorable Keynote speakers and all of participants of international webinar. And my name is Putri Cynthia Anggraini, and I'm excited to be your host for this event. First, I would like to express my gratitude to all of participants for taking the time to join us today. Your participation is greatly appreciated. Therefore, we are going to share informative knowledge throughout this webinar by providing valuable insight. And before we get started, I would like to share some important rules for today's webinar. First, please ensure that you have a stable internet connection and are in a quiet environment to minimize background noise. Second, please use the chat feature to ask any question you might have during the webinar. Our panelists will be answer as many as possible. Third, please keep all questions and comments respectful and relevant to the topic at hand. Any inappropriate behavior will not be tolerated. And the last one, please not
It's our best a few guidelines to ensure that everyone has a positive and productive webinar experience. Without further ado, we will start the event by reciting investment. Bismillah. We would like to start this session by inviting everyone to stand up for our national anthem, the song of Indonesia Raya, and hymn of Unsur. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up.
Indonesia Kedengeran. Emang masih ada gula?
Your seat. The next session is the speech from Dean of the Engineering Faculty, Universitas Serang. We welcome Mr. Rufio Widia, STM.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Rector of Universitas Serang Raya, Mr. Dr. Haji Abdul Malik, MSI, the Honorable, the Head and Secretary of Departments in Engineering Universitas Serang Raya, the Honorable, the main speakers of the International Webinar Engineering Faculty, Universitas Serang Raya, Professor Dr. Nuraihan Abdul Hamid from Asia A University, Malaysia, Mr. Dr. Ing Farid Wajdi, MSc from Universitas Serang Raya, and Mr. Tito Sugiharto, Magister Engineering from Universitas Kuningan, and all participants of international webinar at Faculty of Engineering Universitas Serang Raya. First, we offer thanks to presence of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for the healthy blessings have been given to us, so that we can stay in touch virtually today in the international webinar at Faculty of Engineering Universitas Serang Raya with the topic of digital transformation for industry, challenges and opportunities. The prayers and greetings we always give to the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, whose intercession we always look forward to. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, the development of information technology is increasing rapidly in the era of Industrial Revolution 4.0. This requires business people to utilize information technology to increase competitively, in this case known as digital transformation. Digital transformation in process, strategies, solution, competition, and others are important factors in the success of the business life. Based on the data submitted to us, there were 176 participants who registered for this webinar with various background, students, lecturers, teachers, and practitioners, and from various higher education institutions and from several countries including Indonesia, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Ethiopia, and Ethiopia. Thank you for agreeing to participate in this webinar. We also, thanks to School of Management Asia University and the Faculty of Computer Science Universitas Kuningan, who's willing to collaborate with Engineering Faculty UNSERA as co-host in organizing this international webinar. Hopefully, this collaboration will become a strong foundation for realizing further collaboration programs. Maybe only short speech that I can deliver to you. I apologize if there are mistakes, whether intentional or not. Enjoy participating in the webinar. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and best wishes to all of us. Honorable Professor Dr. Nuraihan Abdul Hamid from Asia University, Malaysia. Honorable Mr. Tito Sugiarto from Universitas Kuningan and Mr. Dr. Eng Faridwajdi from the Faculty of Engineering, University of Serang Raya, Banten. Also, Honorable the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, University of Serang Raya, Mr. Wahyu Oktri and his staff, thank you for initiating and organizing collaborative webinar activities between University of Serang Raya, Asia University, and Universitas Kuningan. Happy webinar participation. We give thanks to God. Today we can hold a webinar with the theme Digital Transformation for Industry, Challenges and Opportunities, a very interesting theme for us to discuss together. Therefore, I welcome this international webinar activity collaboration between University of Serang Raya, Asia University, and Universitas Kuningan. This is a concrete form of collaboration between universities. With webinars like this, apart from being able to share knowledge and experience, we can also contribute ideas and solutions to the opportunities and challenges of digital transformation in the industrial world, both for the industry itself and the government as the policy owner, as well as other interested parties. Because we know this digital transformation, apart from having a positive impact on the industrial world, if not managed well, will have a negative impact and be detrimental to the industrial world itself. Especially to Professor Dr. Nuraihan Abdul Hamid from Asia University, I thank you for your willingness to collaborate and share knowledge with all of us. Likewise, for the other two speakers, Mr. Tito Sugiarto from Universitas Kuningan and Mr. Dr. Eng Faridwajdi from the Faculty of Engineering, University of Serang Raya. Thank you also to all webinar participation from various campuses in Indonesia, Malaysia, Hong Kong, and Ethiopia for their participation in this webinar. Happy following, and hopefully it will bring benefits to all of us. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Mr. Dr. Haji Abdul Malik MS for the opening speech. And now we have got an exciting lineup of speakers and events planned for today's webinar. And we hope you will find it engaging and informative. Let's get started. Let me introduce the moderator which will guide our webinar today, Mr. Dr. Imam Fauzi, MPD. He is one lecturer at Universitas Serang Raya. He has gotten his doctoral degree of English education at Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa University. Now, we invite Mr. Dr. Imam Fauzi, MPD, to lead our webinar.
Indonesia, negara yang kaya akan keindahan alam, budaya yang beragam, dan keramahan penduduknya. Hal tersebut membuat Indonesia memiliki keberagaman budaya yang memukau. Banten merupakan salah satu provinsi yang kaya akan sejarah. Banten memiliki berbagai tingkatan pendidikan, mulai dari pendidikan dasar hingga perguruan tinggi. Salah satu perguruan tinggi yang berada di Banten yaitu Universitas Serang Raya atau UNSERA. Berdirinya Universitas Serang Raya berdasarkan surat keputusan Menteri Pendidikan Nasional tanggal 23 Desember 2008 nomor 262-D-O-2008. UNSERA merupakan realisasi cita-cita Yayasan Pendidikan Informatika Serang untuk ikut berpartisipasi dalam mencerdaskan kehidupan bangsa. Disinilah kami berproses dan tumbuh. Disinilah kami belajar menjadi peka, inovatif, dan berdaya saing global. Disinilah kami melangkah untuk mimpi kami, kita, dan mereka. Fakultas Teknik Universitas Serang Raya, fakultas yang dikenal akan program-programnya yang berkualitas dan inovatif di bidang teknik. Fakultas Teknik Universitas Serang Raya memiliki visi menjadi fakultas teknik yang kompetitif dalam ilmu pengetahuan dan teknologi di tingkat global, berperan serta dalam meningkatkan kesejahteraan masyarakat berlandaskan iman dan takwa. Program studi teknik kimia memiliki visi menjadi program studi yang kompetitif dalam rekayasa proses industri kimia di tingkat nasional tahun 2032 berlandaskan iman dan takwa. program studi teknik kimia memiliki fasilitas laboratorium seperti laboratorium kimia dasar, laboratorium kimia fisika, laboratorium kimia organik, laboratorium kimia analisis, dan laboratorium operasi teknik kimia. Program studi teknik industri memiliki visi menjadi program studi yang kompetitif, berbasis smart industry, dan berwawasan global, serta berperan dalam meningkatkan kesejahteraan masyarakat berdasarkan iman dan takwa. Program studi teknik industri memiliki fasilitas laboratorium seperti laboratorium fisika, laboratorium ergonomi, laboratorium statistik dan simulasi, laboratorium sistem manufaktur, dan laboratorium manajemen industri. Program studi teknik sipil memiliki visi menjadi program studi yang kompetitif dalam bidang rekayasa konstruksi di tingkat global dan turut berperan serta dalam meningkatkan kesejahteraan masyarakat berlandaskan iman dan takwa. Program studi teknik sipil memiliki fasilitas laboratorium seperti laboratorium teknologi bahan bangunan, laboratorium uji beton, laboratorium ilmu ukur tanah, dan laboratorium perkerasan jalan. Unsera, kampus terpadu menciptakan insan berdedikasi tinggi. Unsera, cendekia muda berprestasi.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I hope you are doing good today. Welcome to the international webinar that is proudly organized by the Faculty of Engineering, Universitas Serang Raya, in collaborations with Asia A University, Malaysia, and Universitas Kuningan as our fabulous university partners. First of all, I would like to greet and thank Rector of Universitas Serang Raya, Bapak Dr. Haji Abdul Malik MSc, for very warm speech today, Honorable Vice Rector and Deans. And also I would like to express my greetings to distinguished guest speaker in today's webinar, Professor Dr. Nur Raihan Abdul Hamid as the first speaker from Asia University, Malaysia, Bapak Dr. Infarij Bazdi as the second speaker from Universitas Serang Raya, and Bapak Tito Sugiharto Magister Engineering as the third speakers from Universitas Kuningan, and my greetings addressed to all participants who kindly joined today's webinar. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank for the good chance given to me. It is an honor for me to be able to guide on today's webinar that hopefully can share much more insightful knowledge and valuable experiences. And today's webinar entitled Digital Transformation for Industry, Challenges and Opportunities. As we know, in the late 21st century, digital transformation is a high demand in every aspect of a human life, especially in the areas of
industry, economy, business, educations. There are so many digital innovations that have been developed by many experts across the world. And I believe everyone here is very familiar with AI, artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, e-learning, graphic design, social media platforms that efficiently and effectively can help people to do everything through sophisticated technology. So we can underline here that everything is already transformed into digital technology, ladies and gentlemen. But the point is that we are going to discuss much further today. How can we encounter the challenge and drive the opportunities in today's digital transformations? I think it's going to be more interesting to discuss much further with our speaker today. So ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our main sessions, please allow me to remind you about the rules of webinar. There are 3 points that we have to consider. First, the participant can raise the questions in live Zoom meeting or chat room in English or Bahasa. And the second one, participants have to follow the webinar till the end. And the presentation will be carried out in parallel by 3 distinguished speakers. Then we will have a Q&A. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please allow me to introduce you to our first speaker today, Professor Dr. Nurraihan Abdul Hamid. She has got more than 25 years experience in teaching academic management and leadership roles, focusing on result, clear communications, and teamwork. And she has led the product innovations, development, and implementation of digital learning for emerging but locally and abroad, leveraging on strategic partnerships, adapt in curriculum design, innovative delivery, academic coaching, mentorings, and she has already published numerous high-quality articles indexed in ISI and Scopus, and she was a recipient of several competitive research grants supported by the Ministry of Higher Education, Malaysia, and she specialized in information system and business strategy. She's already achieved her doctoral degrees at the Victoria University, Melbourne, Australia, in information systems. She's got a master's degree in management information system at University of Hartford, Connecticut, USA, and her bachelor degree in finance economics at University of Hartford, Connecticut, USA. And she's currently Dean of School of Management at Asia University, Malaysia. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, cordially, I will invite the first speaker, Ibu Professor Dr. Nurraihan Abdul Hamid. The time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. Selamat siang. Alhamdulillah, I'm deeply honored to be here to share with you some of the insights on digital transformation. Before that, I would also like to express my gratitude to the organizing committee UNSERA for this excellent organization of the international webinar, and also to we are also pleased to be part of it to co-host Asia University, and also our co-host partner Universitas Kuningan. Thank you very much, everybody. So my presentation today will be on the theme of the conference will be on the digital transformation opportunities and challenges. I will also bring some of the case studies of success stories and what are the challenges, and also how to move forward of what opportunities that we need to have and the critical success factors. May I request the committee to share the slides for my presentation?
Okay, Prof. We'll do it. Wait a moment, Prof.
Okay. All right, so my presentation, the topics, the content from my presentation, next slide will show the introduction, and I will go into the concepts of digital transformation, technology and digital transformation, and also the case studies from industries, the challenges and also the critical success factors. So we will look into the overview of the industry, which I really believe that this topic of digital transformation is very timely and highly relevant. And if you look at, can we show the slide on the introduction? Next slide. Yeah, next slide, please. Okay, so if you look at the introduction overview of this industry, it's a very lucrative industry where you can see that many large companies, most of them are Fortune 500 companies, have invested in digital transformation about a decade ago, actually. Yeah. And if you look at that, 89% of large companies have actually invested in digital transformation. But of course, to date, the result have shown that only 31% have actually achieved the expected revenue, what they want to achieve. And only 25% they have achieved only 25% of cost savings. So this shows that there are many very underlying reasons why most of the companies have not achieved what they wanted to achieve. And looking at the report done by Deloitte Consulting, there is also a study for 4,000 global firms. It shows that digital transformation can be very promising in terms of economic value and business growth for the industry. But however, it has to be many other very important critical factors that has to be present in order to make it successful. So it can be, in other words, it can be to create value for the business, but it can also be destructive. Yeah. So let's look at the next one. The aim of next slide will show the aim of digital transformation is really as simple as to increase your efficiency and effectiveness. Yeah. Of course, we know that with automation, with information technology, with computer technology, the manual processes are now being replaced with automation, and of course, it will cut a lot of your time. It will save time, and also you are more productive in terms of the quality of product and the timely manner of the to go to the market. Yeah. So, but the issues as reported by Cross state that companies do not rapidly develop and implement digital transformation strategies will then will not be able to achieve the result if you do not have proper strategy to support the implementation of technology in your organization. Yeah. So if you look at the next slide, will show what is actually the concepts of digital transformation. One would wonder, if you have technology, then it will solve all your problems. Yeah, meaning to say that technology becomes your magic wand that will make all your wishes come true. But that's not as simple as that. Yeah. When we look at the concepts proposed by the scholars, many scholars have done research, looking at the qualitative and the quantitative research, empirical evidence from the industries are showing that yes, very important. This is driven. The enabling tool is actually the technology. The infrastructure is the technology. Yeah, you have AI, you have like what we have heard earlier, you have blockchain and what have you. But it's not just about the enabling tool, it's just a tool. Yeah. More importantly is when you have technology, of course, it will change the business process. The things that you do daily, the routine tasks that you do will now change. Yeah. And then of course, not just the daily tasks, but the operation itself within your department, within your organization. How do you coordinate between one department to another department? What data is now being shared between one department to another department? It's not just internal department, but also to external partners. For example, how do you communicate with your supplier? How do you communicate with your distributors? All this will have also implication on your business process, your operation. Next is technology also will enable companies to come up with very I would say new products and services that you never thought of, that online digital products that we see today. And that's also coming up with new opportunities for the company to generate more revenue actually. And of course, for most companies that's successful implementers of digital transformation, it actually takes the entire business model. So it's not just one department using technology. It's not just one task that you are using I would say platform, digital platform to in your HR, for example, but it is entire business model, meaning to say that how you serve your customer, how you communicate with your supplier, how you engage with your stakeholders, how you engage with your I would say keep track of the regulators and the economic indicators. All these are in the business model, and this will definitely bring a lot of changes in the company or in organization, and these changes will definitely need a strong leadership to drive the change. So it's not just only one particular department or only one particular task that using, maybe the human resource are using I would say the leave application and how do you monitor attendance of staff. It's not just that, but it actually encompass a larger aspect of the organization. It even changed the way the entire firm is working, and even coming up with new products to your customer, and it will definitely bring a lot of changes, and leadership is very, very critical here. Okay, so this is what in a nutshell has been proposed by many scholars in previous years. So next we look at the phases of digital transformation. Of course, if you look at from the earlier stage, this is in the 1990s, you see digitization where people start using the internet, online, I would say, replacing your manual processes in terms of your communication, in terms of your documentation. People are using the digital now. So it's basically replacing the analog, replacing all the manual processes and manual daily tasks that you do. So this is the era of 1990s, digitization, and early 2000. And moving forward, we have digitalization. Digitalization meaning to say that it extend the application of technology not only to automate or to remove the manual processes, but you also come up with new products. How you communicate with your customers. You have online banking, for example. You have online shopping now. So that's digitalization of the way that you do commercial activities. So that is digitalization. Next is the talk of the town is for the past a decade is actually digital transformation, especially now when we have the fourth industrial revolution, like AI, the IoT. You talk about big data analytics. You talk about the how smart systems, intelligent systems, and so on and so forth. And this is where it changed the way, not just your processes, but the way you do business. So this is where it talks about I would have to go beyond just technology. You have to go beyond processes, but even how you use it to be more competitive and use it to be generate better revenue and to be more I would say in charge of the leadership position in the industry, so that you tend to be have more value to the company and also to your shareholders. Okay, so this is where we talk about the strategic business model. Okay, next. Okay, so next is we will have to talk about technology, because this is digital transformation. Definitely, the enabling structure or infrastructure is the technology. Yeah, so these are the technologies. I think we're very familiar with artificial intelligence. The fact that the machines are able to learn your behavior. They can even predict based on trillions of data that they have on the servers. They can give you recommendation and so on and so forth, right? They can learn, they can even, I would say, forecast or predict your behavior. Next is Internet of Things, is how all this data is what we call the community of data and community of devices, where you can actually track where your whereabouts. They can start sending data regardless where you are, and they can give better services for you in that sense, because they believe that they can actually track your location and also your behavior. Yeah. Then next we have blockchain. Of course, blockchain is very popular. We can see in the finance industry, where they can trace the all the transactions. Yeah, and that also bring the birth of digital currencies and so on and so forth. Right. And cloud computing, of course, this is something that is, I would say, a good news for the industry, because it gives you scalable, I would say, infrastructure, storage, so on and so forth, at a very, very attractive price and low cost, and that will bring down your operation costs and better profit for the company. Yeah. And we look at the augmented reality now, especially in online shopping applications. Yeah. And people are talking about metaverse now. Of course, those are even in education industry, those applications are now being talked about in manufacturing. I would say in health industry as well. And last but not least is integrated systems. Of course, in all the processes in your supply chain, is very important for you to have the efficient way of communicating, of transferring data, and also understanding the what is actually the customers are looking for, what are suppliers, are the trends of suppliers, the trend of your distributor, and all this are made possible through the integrated system, and it gives you better decision when you want to actually do your planning. Yeah. Okay. Next is we will look at the case studies. Very interesting when you look at the case studies. Actually, you have a bundle of many industries that is implementing digital transformation, but I will just pick a few that is very prominent. Of course, manufacturing. Now, when with the use of AI, people are looking in terms of predictive maintenance. You can even predict the machine before it break down, and it save a lot of your cost, save a lot of your time. Means because when you have machine breakdown, will definitely be not productive for the company. It will be the sales revenue loss. So this is where AI will be very very I would say relevant, yeah, to help in the manufacturing sector. Next is optimizing production processes. Of course, you're using robotics. I use it now, and less error, definitely, less fatigue. All those human issues will be reduced. But of course, you save cost in terms of your manpower. But but the thing is, you also want to look at how do you then upgrade the skill of your manpower. So that manpower will be more focused about on the analytical work, and also how to understand your business, to understand your supplier better, and because all the mundane or the routine tasks, or probably the dirty jobs, probably, so to speak, can be now replaced by machines, and the human, I would say, resource or your talent will be more focused on more valuable jobs. That will bring, I would say, higher value to the company. And of course, smart supply chain, warehouse digital systems is on the rise now. How do you, I would say, save your cost, your operation costs with a very efficient warehouse planning, warehouse process itself, communicating with your suppliers, so on and so forth. This is also on the rise, even in our area, I mean the Southeast Asia region now. Yeah. Okay, next, if you look at the retail, I think we are very familiar with retail, with online shopping, e-commerce. Now we are looking at social commerce using of Facebook, TikTok. Yeah, of course this will be attractive to certain group of the generation. Yeah, so we don't go to we don't go to the stores, to the department store anymore, but we just sit at home and enjoy our shopping with in a more entertainment-like manner, right? It fits a lot of, I mean, it fits so much in terms of the lifestyle of the consumer today. Yeah? And then personalized service is made possible by artificial intelligence because of the ability of machine learning to understand the behavior, and they can even give you suggestion, recommendation, and when you buy certain product, they can even say, okay, would you consider this product? People who have bought this product will also look into this product, you know, so those suggestions are actually coming from AI. Yeah, and they now even shopping for garments or for your dresses, your shirts are made very immersive now using the AR and VR, yeah, augmented reality and virtual reality. And of course we have also very convenient product, GrabPay. Yeah, we have innovative payment solutions. You have the QR code. You have the e-wallets, so what have you. Yeah, and the trend today is also omni-channel retailing. Companies are even the department store, the physical store, are now using the omni-channel, going for Facebook, going for WhatsApp, going for social media, and so forth. Right. Next is the banking. Okay, so banking, of course, very, very popular, very, very aggressive, very, very, I would say, significant changes in banking, not just online banking, but we're looking at digital banking. For example, a company, in China, we have WeBank and MyBank. So this is all, you can see transactions happen in seconds or in within minutes, as opposed to those days we have to dry up, or we have to go to ATM, or we have to open our laptops and so forth. And it will take a few minutes, but now it will bring down to seconds. Yeah, this is digital banking. And mobile payments, as I said, QR code, we are very familiar with all this already. Digital currencies, you have the growth of the cryptocurrency and so on and so forth. Of course, this is an area which is needs to be more regulated. Yeah, because so that we do not be trapped with all sort of scam and so on and so forth. Yeah, and blockchain, of course, the technology behind it that enable the tracking of your transactions using all this digital channel, right? Next, just to share with you the study done by McKinsey on 80 global banks worldwide from 2018 and 2022, those companies who are investing in digital transformation. You can see significant results there. Yeah, those who have, the one in red is those who are implementing digital transformation. That's the red is the one that's not or very slow in implementing digital transformation in the banking sector. So increase in digital sales, 40% to 70% for those who are implementing digital transformation, versus those who are still lacking or lagging, very slow in adopting digital transformation, only have 8 to 10 to 17% increase in digital sales. The revenue growth, of course, you can see more promising for those who jump into the bandwagon of digital transformation, and growth in customer base, and then also increase in operating expenses. You see that a lot. It means that the cost savings is actually now enjoyed by those who are implementing digital transformation in the banking sector. This banking sector, you will see a lot of changes. Sometimes bank loans will be approved, let's say, as for business bank loans. It may take about 1 or 2 months, but now it's reduced to weeks, one week. Yeah, so that's the result reported by McKinsey. Next, we'll look at the case studies that I mentioned. You can have a look. It's a very interesting. My bank is very much targeted to the farmers community in China. And of course, we are familiar with Shopee and Lazada. Yeah. Next, the challenges. Yeah. The challenges, of course, everything that comes on our way, we have the opportunities, we have good news, but of course, we have some challenges that we have to think about. Definitely the talent gap. Yeah, we need to have enough talent in-house, especially in-house, because you have better control. So you need to have the issue of upgrading, the issue of digital divide, the issue of digital literacy. Yeah, you need to handle that. And privacy concern, definitely the regulation, especially when you talk about fintech and many other areas, because of the data now is being made available even without you knowing it, right? If you go to Google, of course, they know everything about you. For example, think about social media for that matter, right? And ethical and regulatory responsibilities need to be balanced, yeah, so that it has to be something that is not going to be, a technology overpowering the human, I would say, life, quality of life. And finally is the leaders, right? Definitely, as I mentioned earlier, it takes a lot of changes, major change, and leader needs to take the very important role to set the right direction, to be supportive, and to be resilient if any, I would say, mistakes or problems implementation, the leaders should be there to show the direction. Yeah. Last but not least, the critical success factors. We look at all the key factors, of course, the strategy itself. So this is not just about technology, it's actually about the overall strategy, about the business model. Yeah, and you need to have an entire blueprint of your direction and what you need to achieve in terms of milestone. Yeah, technology must be aligned to strategy, as I mentioned just now. And the digital change, bear in mind, is not just about automation, but it's also about the way you do business, the way you interact, the culture also has to change. Yeah, so this is something that has to be properly managed. Yeah, and talent, of course, we definitely need strong internal talent. Yeah. Scalable operating model, the teams needs to be given some autonomy, independence, and empowerment. It cannot be too highly centralized. Yeah, and of course, finally, the strong governance to keep everybody in their sanity, yeah, not to be too overboard, too over dependent on technology. So that's all I have for today. I have to excuse myself because I have another appointment now. But I have my email address there. If any question at all, please drop me an email. I would be very happy to respond if anything that I can help you with.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, would love to say sorry for the inconvenient things. Maybe we've got a little bit problems with the internet connections. The official teams, would you please help? Could you please make sure that Prof. Nur Raihan is still available in the meeting? Okay. Yeah. Would love to say thanks for your insightful ideas, Prof. Nur Raihan, that you already shared today. Actually, I think I do agree with what Prof. Nuraihan has already presented today, that the digital transformations has already impact the infrastructures. Yeah. And there are some points that I've already highlighted today. The first one is the digital transformations enable the digital technologies, the business process and operations. So the business process and operations can, can support easily the business process and the operations with the digital transformations, and increase the product and services. And of course, the change must be supported by the strong leaderships. That's what I already highlighted from Prof. Nur has already explained today. I think digital transformation is the process of integrating some digital technology resources to drive efficient workflows, faster, smarter decision making, and real-time responses to disruptive issues in the area of industries. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, now we go to the second speaker. Please allow me to describe a little bit more about his biography. Well, our second speaker, his name is Bapak Dr. Ingfarid Wajdi. He's already achieved his doctoral degree at Universitas Gajah Mada, Yogyakarta in 2021. And his master degree at Technics University Delft 2006, and he's specialized in strategic product design. He's got a bachelor degree at H. High School in 2001 and specialized in product design. And he's currently as acting director of the Research and Community Service Department at Universitas Serang Raya. He has experience working as a product designer at Horizon Design and Development and Plan has Industrial Design located in Rotterdam. He has many scientific articles published in the international journals, Scopus Index, and national journals. Okay, I would like to welcome Bapak Dr. Ingfarid Wajdi. The time is yours.
Thank you, Pak Imam. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. First, I want to share my presentation. Okay, I will try give a presentation about digital transformation for industry, challenges and opportunities. Maybe my presentation will be given from my perspective in new product development as my background. Okay, as you can see in the picture, those are products that are generated by AI technology, since we are living in augmented era. People in our society use a lot of this technology, including in the sector of new product development. This has changed the landscape of new product development from traditional into more generative. Before I talk more about new product development, I will remind you again, maybe Prof. Nuraihan has explained about 3 stages of digitalization. First, digitization, and then digitalization and digital transformation. Digital transformation is the third stage of digitalization process in our society. In 1970s and 1980s, we work a lot of more with paper-based and then change into digital, putting information into computer from manual to computerized, and then a decade later in 1980s and 1990s, we use computer as a forecasting aid and create business model, and also we use a computer as a aid for production planning. And currently in our society, currently it is more comprehensive. It is more blending about digitization and digitalization. So we are living in digital transformation. It is like we communicate with a computer, because a computer can generate a solution for us, whether it is about business or many more. Yeah. Okay. As the first speaker also explained about the importance of the digital transformation, there is a lot of advantages about the digital transformation, and it is the most important trend changing society and business with the emerging technology like Internet of Things, AI, big data, intensive data exchange, and many more. Automation and optimization of process can improve productivity and profitability by saving costs, speeding up production, and significantly reducing errors by using robotics. So, according to Forbes report, this digital transformation in the companies or organization has increased efficiency about 15 to 20% and generate revenue more than 20%. And it is a significant potential for business model innovation. So let's see the picture about the tools evolution from the Stone Age to augmented age in our society. We see here the primitive tools from stone eggs, bronze eggs, and then change into modern eggs, crosscut saw, and now we have chainsaw. It is also similar to the development of new product development from passive into generative. So in new product development, it is more than a trend, but it is a survival mechanism. As we advance business are under more pressure to leverage digital technologies to stay relevant. By integrating them, companies can improve efficiency, reduce costs, and create new and existing products faster than ever. Embracing digital transformation is not only a necessity, but also an opportunity for companies to push the boundaries of what's possible and achieve their goals. So how digital transformation revolutionize product development and provide practical tips for companies. Digital transformation in product engineering, for example, is an expensive concept that transcends more technological adoption. Integrating digital technologies is a holistic reimagination of the product development process. At its essence, this transformation seeks to revolutionize how products are ideated, designed, tested, and launched. More about that, there is also new ways of working. Integrating digital technologies has also paved the way for novel